using CSS3. Welcome to episode number 88. In this video we are going to see how to create this hover effect in CSS3. So the files we need is HTML, CSS and one image. I'll leave this link in the description so you can download it, and in case if you got stuck somewhere, just copy paste it and continue along with me. Now as you see, this is the hover effect which we are going to create now. So this is a folder structure, the HTML file, the CSS file, and one image. Let's create it from scratch. First we need a index file. I'll name it as index2.html, and the second one is style2.css. So let me copy paste the HTML. At first I would just want you to focus only on these HTML. Like, we have a main container. Inside the container class is image wrapper. Inside that we have two children. The first one is image and the second one is heading, and the third children is URLi. We'll see the later on. Now let's focus on the two child itself. And just to give you a hint, like, we have font awesome CDN at the head, and we have linked the style sheet which we have created right now. So I'm going to import the font called robot Poppins. So let me copy paste it. So this is the CDN for the font Poppins. For all element I have removed the padding and margin and added box sizing border box and added the font family called Poppins. Now let me show you how does this looks in our browser. So we have named HTML. It is just similar to this. We just have one image and one heading. Now call the body and make the background color black, and whatever is there inside the body, I want the color to be white FFF, and I want it to be at the center of the screen. So display, flex, align items, center, justify content, center. Now it would be horizontal line. To vertically align, we need to give height of 100% of viewport height. Refresh it, navigate it. Now we have a wrapper, img wrapper. We'll give the background color like tomato. So this is how it looks. Now what we need to do is we need to give the height and width to the wrapper. We'll give the width of 300 pixel and height of 400 pixel. So this is how it looks. And let me give the position relative for this. Why position relative? I'll show you in a moment. Then inside the image wrapper we have image, so it is also going to have the width and height similar to the parent. Now if you refresh, it is going to look little stretched. So to make this image properly, we would be using object fit cover. Cool. Now since we have given position absolute, we can use position relative to the parent. Now we can use position absolute to the child, so which is h1, position absolute bottom 0, so it would overlap the image. So text align center, it would be center of the screen. It doesn't work. Now we need to give width of 100%, and let's give the background color as tomato. Cool. Once you give width, the text align will work. Now that is working. Now what we need to do is we are going to have the transform effect. So before that, let me give the filter to the image. Filter grayscale 100%. So now it's going to be grayscale. So once I hover on the image, once I hover on the container, it need to have the grayscale of 0%. So you can see, let me have had some transition to it. So it's simply the delay to the animation. When I hover it, you can see there is a delay, slight delay of 0.5 second. Now let's focus on the h1. So use the transform we need perspective. Let's make it 600 pixel, and then rotate Y, and the angle we are going to give is 90 degree. So when I give 90 degree, it is not going to show up. So let's make this 45 degree, and I want the transform to occur from the left side. So transform origin, so it's right side. So you can see it is starting from here, so that's the reason transform origin. Now if I give 90 degree, it would be perpendicular to the screen, so you won't see it. So when I hover on the wrapper, I want the degree to be 0. Just copy paste this and make this 0. Refresh it, so you can see it's now. As we have already done this for the image, let me copy paste the transition delay. Cool. Now what we need to do is we have to find the wrapper and give overflow hidden. Cool, that works. Now let's get into the UL and LIs. So UL has LI, and inside the LI we have font awesome icons. I hope that is clear. Let's just focus on the UL first. So let me show you how does it looks. We cannot see right now. So UL list style. So let me make the color first white. So I think it is inside. So let me try removing the overflow. Let's see whether we could figure out. So it's over here. Now we have to use, we have given color, that's fine. Now let me remove the bullet. So list style none, and use the li. We have li. We are going to add the width to it, width of 440 pixel and height of 40 pixel. We'll have the background color as tomato. Refreshed, and whatever is there inside the li, I wanted to get the center. What we did for the body, I'm going to do it same for the li. So the content which is inside the li, it would be at the center. Now we have to make this at the top of the image wrapper. So as we have already given position absolute to the image wrapper, we can call the ul and give position relative, sorry, position absolute, and give top of 0. Refresh, you'll see, and left of 0. So I'm going to do the same thing as I have did for the h1. This, let's make the transform and rotate, sorry, perspective and rotate. So when I hover on the container, I want the ul to show up. Refresh this. So when it's quick, we have to do the transition origin and what do you call that, transition delay. Refresh it. So it's transform origin left, not right. So you can see it's working. Now here it is coming one by one. To make this one by one, what you need to do is you have to call it one by one, colon nth child 1, and here we have to give transition delay of 0.2s. We have to do the same for the other two, the 2 and the 3. We have to make this 4 second, and we are going to make this 6 second. Now if I refresh, this is how it's going to look. I think transition delay is not working on ul li nth child 1. So actually when I hover on, this should happen. Let's check. Okay, the problem here is we have to give the transform to the child, not to the parent. And again, when I hover, I want the li to have this kind of stuff. So copy paste the transform origin. Cool, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.